Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dragon Age 2. Well, welcome back. Uh, and we were about to go over there and speak to this lady named Isabella. Now, yes, this is the same Isabella from Dragon Age Origins that was at the port in Denver. It's the same Isabella. Except for they changed her hair color. She was a blonde in Origins and now she's a brunette. So weird. But oh well.
You're new around here, aren't you? Welcome, and keep your wits about you. You're nothing but tits and arse to the men in this place, and they won't hesitate to grab at both. Speaking from experience, are we? After a few broken fingers here and there, they got the idea. I'm Isabella. Previously Captain Isabella. Sadly, without my ship, the title rings a bit hollow. You're Ferelden, aren't you? You have that look about you. I was in Denerim not too long ago. You know, you might be just what I'm looking for to solve a little problem I have. I'm always ready to help. Someone from my past has been pestering me. I've arranged for a duel. If I win, he leaves me alone. But I don't trust him to play fair. I need someone to watch my back. What makes you think I'm right for this? You saw me talking to Lucky, didn't you? Those boys couldn't manage simple information gathering. I can't trust the riffraff in this place to do anything right. But you're different. Who's this person you've arranged to meet? His name is Hader. We worked together back in Antiva. He's never liked me. He's been asking about me all around Kirkwall. Thought I'd get it over with and meet him face to face. You wanted information from Lucky. What was it? I asked Lucky and his boys to track down something I lost. They failed to do it. It's nothing to worry about, and this is much more important.
Oh, and I also remembered something when I mentioned before about how Flemeth and this one was voice acted by the same person who did the captain from Star Trek Voyager. I remember the captain's name. Her name is Captain Catherine Janeway. I don't know why I thought her name was Jennifer. It's been a long time since I've seen that TV show, so I forget. I forget a lot of things.
Why a duel? I like duels. It's what I do. And if I win, he'll be dead. Problem solved. I think I could manage watching your back. I'll bet. I've arranged to meet Hader in Hightown after dark. I'll meet you there.
And also what I mentioned before about the fact that you get attacked only at night, but that's not totally true. You can get attacked during the day too, just not as often. It's mostly in Low Town and Dark Town that you get attacked during the day. You rarely get attacked during the day at High Town.
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left. No one was ever going to live up to her.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. The beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of a wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. Look got some good tips on trading Kunari cheeses. And, you know, man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, these, you notice that each one of these responses are different. This one on the top is usually, there are different types of serious responses. This one on the top is kind of like a serious response to a question, like, I'm being sincere and, but also concerned at the same time. And this one in the middle is kind of like a comedy response, as you can tell by the laughing picture. And then this one on the bottom is a more of an aggressive response.
Don't make excuses.
I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was, Leandra, I'm not looking for love, but at least I got the money.
We have Isabella on the team, so let's take this out. Let's see, level 17, level 15, level 7. We're at level 5, so we're getting close, so might as well take that out. Level 6, alright. Level 9, level 6, 9, 7, okay. There's Isabella. Sebastian is actually a DLC character. He comes with one of the DLCs. I'm not sure which one, but he came with one of them. Get that out. Isabella. But there's. I may have mentioned that before, but I forgot.
I'm with you, sister. For now.
Another thing is I kind of wish I chose a warrior or a rogue instead, because you get your sister rather than your brother, and your sister's a little bit more, let's say, agreeable.
I've had word from the board. I don't know if I'm ever intended such
Yeah. The funny thing is you and your brother are supposed to be twins, but yet your sister is more nicer than your brother is. Ironic. Sir, I don't have exactly the best relationship with my brother either. We're practically strangers.
Why is every surface dwarf a merchant or a smith?
We left out criminals and hired muscle.
They don't count.
We dwarves are drawn to shiny objects, sort of like magpies, but with business sense.
You're kidding.
Of course I am. We come to the surface with the skills our ancestors had, Blondie. You think there's a tradition of dwarf woodcutters at Orzammar? Beekeepers, sailors?
Well, there could be mushroom growers and nutcracklers.
Orzammar would never let those people go topside. Too vital. Also, embarrassing.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you do. I had to suspend operations, and my workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Serves me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
The reason why I said I don't have the best relationship with my brother is because we grew up separately. He was raised by his mother, I was raised by mine. But we haven't seen each other in over 10 years, so I don't know what he's doing right now.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldans. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The bone pit is mostly harmless.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners making a year. The bone pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Alright, help wanted. Might as well take a look. Citizens of Kadar, my dear wife Narita has gone missing. As a reward, the person who returns her safely. Questions about the bounty or Narita, come speak with me in the High Town Market. Okay? He's up here.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
Your wife is missing. I can try to find her if you like.
Yes. Oh, I've been waiting for someone to say that. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if, well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance, and they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her, but I swear on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's their own doing, gallivanting about with men of her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Lynette keeps the company of other men. Oh, and makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, it would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes I wonder if I dreamed those years.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Lynette is uncontrollable. She comes and goes as she pleases.
I'll try my best to find Lynette and bring her home.
You should talk to Chetan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited halls until Chetan sent a letter to our house. We even sent her flowers, lilies. No faith. Talking about it makes my head melt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Well, good luck to you then. Keep moving.
Alright, so we got going on here. It's there, and now the rose blooms, kind of like the pearl from dinner. A blooming rose. Sorry. The blooming rose is kind of like the pearl. Yeah, it's a place for where you can get get laid.
And here we are in
For pay.
Let's not stay here for long.
If someone here tries to hire me again, I'm leaving.
We'll see.
I hear good things about you, Anders. Not what I expected.
From a minute. Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
I can see why Lynette liked you. You're feisty.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Lynette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty night eater, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you have any idea where she might be?
Well, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Lynette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Someone else Lynette spends special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
And the reason why he has an exclamation mark over his head is because you can, well, you could spend the night with him. That's fine. But I'm not into that kind of stuff. The only person I'm going to spend the night with is the person I plan on having as my boyfriend. Not a one night stand. Okay?
So a human, an elf, and a dwarf walk into a bar.
The human says,
You're lucky you're so short.
"Ah, not like that."
You could have just stopped me, Grundy.
Why waste a perfectly good setting?
Please, can you help me? My brother. What happened to your brother? Karen was so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone. What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith? Oh, she has many admirers. They lure of the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fearless and utterly without pity. She sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things. What have you heard about the Templars? People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day. I'm here to help you. Just tell me what you know. Karen would write me every day. Then suddenly, no more letters. I wrote her many times with no response. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything. Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you? Perchance, in your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Rumid and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. May God bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
You there, Ralph? I wish to speak with you. You've gained quite a reputation with the Red Iron Mercenary Band. I find myself in need of someone with your special talents.
I'm guessing you don't mean my ability to juggle small rodents to a Legion balance.
If that is your greatest skill, then I've been misinformed. I am looking for muscle, not whatever it was you were just describing. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard. Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Do you know what manner of beast they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards you know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
If I didn't need the money, I would give you a big slap to the face. Yeah, it's right there. Duty. That's the quest you do for Simon, and then well, after the expedition, Simon becomes a companion of yours. So now I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What's the word? Which DLC it comes with? I don't know. That's to do some read. I can imagine, considering he is a prince. I would my guess is he came with legacy. That's my guess. Because the other one is Mark of Assassin. He's not the assassin type, so I'm guessing he came with legacy.
I could use your consult, Anders.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him. We cannot speak to you, Miss Sarah.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders.
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first one's disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Miss Eyre.
The Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Figures.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning. What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
And trust me alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that. If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwood. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Ooh, Cullen. Remember Cullen? You guys remember Cullen, right? He was the Templar. We were at the tower, the Magi Tower, and Origins, and we were clearing up Tower of the Demons and stuff like that, and we were trying to get to the top to rescue, what's his name? Rescue the headmaster. What's his name? Oberyn. And he was like right outside the Howling Chamber. It was in that little, prison. Cullen. Remember Cullen? He was yelling at us about blood mages and wiggly fingers and all sorts of things. Basically going crazy.
I can't wait. I'm trying to read a real.
From being tortured for so long. Looks like he came here to free marches. Guess he needed a first start.
People talk about
wonder what Colin's been up to since. Oh, talk to Anders. Apparently, Anders wants to talk. Okay, cool. When did that pop up? Well, just now. Just now. It just popped up. Oh, see, what did I tell you? There's probably being attacked there today.
You are dismissing hallmarks of ineffectual and dangerous.
I said it can't happen. It just happens very rarely. And I see you guys. Yeah, I see you. And it also can happen at the docks too. You can get attacked in the day at the docks.
The sewers aren't half as bad as the deep roads.
Right, that's where we had to go meet that Templar about the missing wife. But Anders wanted to talk to us, so let's go speak to Anders before we go down there.
I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
You can tell me anything.
Anything? Be careful what you offer. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
Why do I have a feeling we had this conversation already?
Well, you can't complain about his looks anyway.
No, don't go there. That's not going to end well. I don't want to hurt you.
Hurt me? I might like it.
No. You saw what I did in the Chantry. That's who I am. A year ago, maybe we could have had something. But I'm not that man anymore. I'll break your heart. And that might kill me as surely as the Templars.
Didn't we already have that conversation? You're repeating yourself.
You have been a great help. You have been a great help.
I was pretty certain we talked to him about that conversation last time. I don't know, I have to go over the videos again. See what's up. So, but I'm pretty certain we had that conversation last time. Or maybe I just played this game so many times, that conversation just rings in my head. I don't know. I don't know, I have to go over my previous videos because I'm pretty certain we already had that conversation.
everyone all right?
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Maren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women. I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What? I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Mages routinely flee Circle. Perhaps Maren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Ooh, suspicious. That's suspicious. His wife also received lilies. It's the killer's calling card.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the train. But no trace of Maren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
It is true. Some killers actually do have calling cards. Kind of like Joker. He actually uses, well, a Joker from a deck of cards. And then this guy, apparently, he gives his victims lilies. And then V from Bandana, he gave his victims roses. It's his calling card. Some killers do that. They leave calling cards.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Yeah, this is suspicious.
I don't like the sound of this.
Neither do I, Syrah, but I cannot carry on. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. Too old for this.
I was about to say, you do.
Sounds really
That's
loaded.
great.
I should look into that.
Well, that's okay. I have an uncle that's got gray hair. Yeah. Gray hair can be caused by stress too. It's not necessarily age. Stress can do it as well. Come on. There we go. That's all that is. My mom is, oh, she's old enough to get gray hair, but she doesn't have it because of age. She has it because of stress. I actually know someone who was born with gray hair. Believe it or not, yes, you could be born with it. Of course, you could be born with no hair. One of my nephews is born bald. And is still bald. That's why he wears hats. Anyway. Oh, it's time for the nighttime patrol.